Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2, the Persian Republic. Well, I can't actually get military access with these guys, I don't think. So, I don't know if I can even stop whatever revolt is happening here if I wanted to. It looks like they can stop it themselves, but the AI is kind of stupid about it. Anyway, we're just kind of coasting to the end of the game, which I didn't really want to do, but it doesn't look like anything else is going on. Got too much infamy to do anything, at least at the moment. And the only things that I really could do would be to snag a state off of Muscovy or Kurdistan. Or I could, I could take Kashgar from nationalist China, but I think I still have a truce with them. No, I don't. So I could do that. I don't really want to weaken nationalist China anymore, though, because they're communist, and that's kind of cool. Zhou is also communist. That's pretty cool. So we'll just see how that ends up. So let's just get started. I'm very surprised at my 71% literacy here. It's very surprising that I got that high. I don't want to lose that much prestige. Not for that. Now I had a minor revolt start last time, but no big deal. My militancy is going down. So, not a huge deal. So we're going to add Kurdistan to our sphere pretty easily. And the Zoroastrian will be nearly complete again. The only thing we'll be missing is the Tartar Republic, who's in the sphere of one of our allies, so it's alright for now. Fascists in Khuzestan. Well, whatever. Looks like they're starting to clear them out. It's not much of a problem. Yeah, it's going down. Nationalist agitation, which is no good. Oh, Indian nationalists. Okay. This is what I was afraid of quite a while ago, but it looks like they're spread out. Now, if we see stacks of 100, then I'll be scared. No, it's not too bad. Alright. Like that. Well, that was lucky that that guy didn't get spawned on. Oh, it's Pondicherry. Okay. And that looks like it's the most dangerous one right here, but it's unlikely to get much traction. So that'll help out a lot. So we'll see where this goes. And I'm getting terrible frame rates right here for some reason. No idea why. Oh, I know why. There we go. Alright. A diplomatic incident. Reports of Kurdish propaganda being spread in one of our border provinces. Clearly the Kurdistan government does not respect our sovereignty. Word of the event has leaked out, and members of the Persian government are calling for immediate action. Well, it doesn't really matter what their thing is. Could gain a... Well, I already did gain a CB on them. It's only a humiliate, though. I don't want to lose prestige about it, though. And they already hate me, so... Alright. So that's a few of them cleared out. These provinces are shaped so weird it's hard to tell where the borders actually are. Control through legislative means. Alright. No, I'm still getting terrible frame rates. I don't know what the deal is here. It's chugging quite a bit. Okay, apparently England and Great Vinland are having a Diplo party over there. Cool for them. And this reminds me of when I had a shittier computer and this is what the frame rate was like all the time. I don't know what's going on here. Whatever. Yeah, I don't want to gain that much militancy. That's terrible. I'd rather get a little bit of fascist gain than that. Not a big deal. Yep, some people were saying that I should give this to me instead of giving it to Bet when I release Tibet. When I convert to Hearts of Iron 3, that's pretty acceptable. I think I might do that. As a matter of fact, I should probably release Tibet now. It's not like it's that big of a deal. So, what are we looking at now, Indian nationalists? Yeah, there's only one rebel brigade now. Travancore has a lot of nationalists, but not really that big of a deal. Honestly, none of this is a really big deal. Alright, so I still don't want to not this, release nations. Where's Nepal? I have too many countries. Or it's Tibet. It's Tibet that I want to release. Yeah, no big deal. That gives Japan or China more of a incentive to do something. They probably won't, but it does give them an incentive. That's not the escape button. I always do that. Yep, getting a couple of revolts again. Looks like Egypt took care of most of those rebels. And they're just reoccupying a couple of provinces. More elections. Awesome. Kurdistan's fascist flag is already there. Somebody asked about that. I think it's the same as it normally is. Whatever. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. So Amalfi just took Albania from Yugoslavia. Whatever. War games. Oh, Tibet, come on, man. Orderly election. Oh, hey, I lose 1 militancy for that. That's nice. Whatever, man. I'm gonna be a jerk like that. Oh. Hey, it was someplace I was actually focusing. Let's get a workers for a while. Whatever. I haven't checked on that in quite a while. I think these guys are over here, but I'll go ahead and split the group anyway. Alright. It's only 50%. 52. 29. And are you doing that? 85 there. We're doing much more in Africa than we are in India. I think we've only done like, what, three states? Kashmir, Amritsar, not even Punjab, Sindh, and Gujarat. And of course, we got Bombay and part of Assam that way. But not, whatever. Still don't know why that's secularization is destroying that stuff. Hey, 11 prestige. I'm down to number 3 now. Why is that? Because Germany is at war. Liberation of Schleswig. From Denmark, who has an interesting flag. What is your deal? Ah, Denmark is fascist. But look, there's Danish communists. Justice. Okay. I'm surprised that Iceland has held this the entire time. And that Iceland still exists. What are these? Korean fascists? It's quite a lot of fascists, actually. Well, okay, it looks like Guangdong is gonna be, communists. Look at all those red guards. Communist. Communist. They're going to be communists. Socialists under a presidential dictatorship might as well be communist. Who owns this? Fingian reactionaries. So they're going the opposite way. They're already reactionary. I don't know why they're getting reactionaries. Are they an unciv? No? No, they're not. Kazakhstan's nothing. And, Mongolia's communist. Wow. Interesting. So, most of China is actually communist. Protectionism is what we want. You know, it's... so we're not going to get out of, any kind of... We're not going to get out of democracy no matter what. I don't think. Upper House. As a matter of fact, fascists and socialists are still. So we have more fascists than anything else. As far as the potential revolutionaries go, the rest of them pretty much are okay with you staying in a. Actually, the socialists are pretty okay with you staying in a democracy. But not the other ones. You're kids of rebels. Hey, we get some prestige. Fascist rebels? Whatever. The whites, so these are absolute monarchy dudes. Yeah, well, we shall overcome and stuff. In the ghetto. So this is going to knock them out of our sphere. Interesting. There's not anything we can do about that. Could potentially do something with the Alpura kids, but who cares? Make them a state. I think this is one of our last two real naval techs, yeah. Modern naval training is the last one. Oh look, the Federalists got 97% of the vote. I don't want a militancy. It's not like it matters. Whoa, all poor strata lose 2 militancy? Sign me up. Persian way. Oh, wow. Well, that'll kill all of it, basically. Just do whatever. There they go. Proletarian dictatorship. Revolt of the masses. They got some cool flags. It's hard to see them in the little windows, though. One thing that really surprises me is that Sikh nationalists, the Zoropopes, stayed that way for so long. Last proper tech. Yeah, it's not much going on. I should really start thinking about my conversion now. I've got some ideas on ways to make it interesting, but I don't know. Well, stuff could happen before the end of the game. As you see, like China sliding into communism, and I mean, Egypt's probably not going to be in our sphere in a couple of days, and all that stuff. So. Anything else going on over here? Nah. Denmark's fascist. Sweden is fighting Denmark, it looks like. Or Sweden is fighting Norway, I should say. What's this about? Norg. Okay. Well, they're probably gonna lose. But no government changes. Smolensk is a democracy. I didn't realize that. Fascist, democracy, communists. Hungary's fascist. It's a little bit scary. Czechoslovakia is fascist. Yugoslavia is fascist. Amalfi is a democracy. Italy's that. Spain's communist. Ireland is a democracy, but the fascist party. York is probably one of the biggest reasons to be fascist, then or not. Great Finland's obviously an HM government. I think one of these, yeah, that's fascist. They're fascist. Flanders still owns land down here? That's strange. I mean, they still exist. I don't know why I found that strange. That's true. Alright. And the Kurdish are fascist. But without a really big fascist country, it's hard to really justify them having their own faction, especially, well, I guess you have this kind of group over here, led of course by mighty Krakow. They're the only ones who could rule this. They're democracy, but and it says the National Party, but that's really secret Hitler. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. These are so stupid. Whatever. The least important members of our society, at least as far as militancy goes. Yeah. I actually kind of wish these guys would pop up. They only have a 3% chance of doing it. 4% chance, excuse me. At this point, I'm really hoping for this. I couldn't in good conscience let them win, though. I really want to, though. We have a pretty good chance at a strong Comintern if one of these guys unifies China, but again, unifies China again after I spent all that work destroying it. Yeah, whatever. Become more socialist, it's not going to do anything. So we had a pretty uninteresting session this time. I regret that. But, the foundations of a couple of unfortunate things may have been laid, though, with these rebellions over here. Looks like Egypt's taking care of its business, though, which is good. Cause of freedom. Huh. So, an opportunity has arisen to fund the spread of democracy in a neighboring state. If discovered, we could start a diplomatic incident and gain its infamy. But if we do not act, we will be seen as abandoning those who live under the rule of tyrants. Liberals in Baghdad are calling on us to aid the cause of world freedom. Spread the word, lose £10,000. All pops in Kashgar, which literacy is about 20%, gain 3 literacy. Okay, militancy, excuse me, become 20% more liberal. A 50% chance of getting a diplomatic incident, or it's too risky. Nah, fuck China. We were discovered. Several agents, blah blah blah. See if it leads to anything. I guess we did gain some infamy. Not sure how much. I guess that's a reason to try to think about taking this out. Or maybe liberating it to Kazakhstan. Liberating all this stuff to Kazakhstan. That's actually a way more interesting option, actually, and think about it. Would make the borders look nicer, that's for sure. And give me a little bit of a better border with China if they decide they don't like me in Hearts of Iron 3. It's a tough choice, though. It's basically going to be the last thing I do. I mean, Nationalist China basically can't get at me right now, but 50 flashpoint tension. Lose 50. Okay, good. Oh, wait a minute. Was that over here where I was telling it to? Is that because I did this? That's pretty cool. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Of course, I'll have to defend myself over here. Rebellion in our ally. As Tunis. Well, we got another one of these. I guess we'll do it the legit way. I don't really care. Nobody gives a shit about Tunis anyway. I should really be cutting ties with fascists and all that stuff, but whatever. I'm actually trying to foster my ties with them. At 90. What are these? Republican Guards? Eh. Now, they shouldn't flip out of my sphere if they're going into the same government I am, but they will. What's this? North Caucasia. Apparently that was not a state. Well, it is now. Because there's probably the Caucasian Imamate. Yeah, that makes sense. Tamil Rebellion. That's like South India. Or just Sri Lanka, I don't know. Or Ceylon. Ceylon. I don't know, there's a lot of Persians there. I guess it's southern India. Okay. Now we can... add Kurdistan to our sphere. I'm gonna start working on Tunis. Except we have a truce. Balls. So there's a war of unification in China. Qinghai and Mongolia. I'm gonna conquer Mongolia? Well, good luck on that, buddy. Oh, okay. You know what? I think that's a pretty good session. I will see you next time on Let's Play Victoria 2. Let me know what you think about carving out a chunk of nationalist China to give to Kazakhstan. I think these are all... maybe it's Kashgaria. Well, whatever. It's a place we can carve out of this and do that so they won't have this big chunk over here. And so I can move my national focus. Oh, they're Manchukuo now. Because they're fascists. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. See you next time.